Welcome, it's King Lizzard on Xbox One, and this is Forza Motorsport 6 Rivals, and this is a Class E time attack at the Airfield Test Circuit. Now I'm driving here the DATSUN 510. For a change, this isn't my tune. I'm actually driving a chap's tune called Major Nutter, M-A-J-O-R space N-U-T-A. It's the same tune that I raced about a week or so back, if you saw the PvP race. So this is the tune obviously that I'm testing out here for time trial sake, in order to see why I can get worldwide with this E-Class 300 configuration. And what I've also done, I did configure some other cars for this particular circuit. It's quite a technical circuit, this Airfield Test Track, quite a tricky one to negotiate with cars. I tend to find a lot of cars tend to come out a bit too light and a little bit too free over some of the bumps, and as a result you tend to lose control. And the other side of the fence is that the car's too damn heavy and it just won't turn very well. This car's a nice balance all round, really good drive, pretty good speed ratio for this little beast. So this is coming up to the end of my attempts with the DATSUN 510, and quite a pleasant little surprise. These a lot of people avoid these cars because they think they're slow. I mean, okay, yes, they're slow compared with a lot of other cars within the game. However, they're not particularly slow, especially on a circuit like Airfield Test Track. They actually feel very fast, even though you're only kind of doing the best part of 70, 80, 90 miles an hour a lot of the time. Now, as a handling car, this car handles really great as well. So if you are looking for a good E-Class car to help with your rivals' leaderboards, then this is quite a good little car to do that. Obviously not so fast on some of the straights, but it's not the slowest beast out of the box because it is one of the smaller E-Class cars in that particular set of cars anyway. Now obviously when we're doing time attacks on the airfield, we need to do them through that middle section, or what they call the official section of the track, in order for it to count as a legal and clean lap time, which is obviously what I'm going for here. Clean lap times are what you want when you're doing rivals, because that's going to give you the highest placings. I'm really pushing this thing out here. This is actually the third lap that I did in this particular car, and on the third lap I felt that I probably wasn't going to get a whole lot more out of this car other than what I did on that occasion. Now I am driving automatic here, so obviously now I'm driving manual again, chances are I probably will be able to beat this time. So I pulled in there a 1:19.729, which put me in the world 168th out of 3,106 drivers, so I'm pretty happy about that. Now obviously I normally race my tune, so what I did next was I tuned up an E300 Corvette 1953, this baby, and I jumped straight to the chase here with a replay. Obviously I did do a number of laps. I did in this car, I think I did 4 laps, so I did 1 lap extra in order to break the previous time. But this car, again, without probably manual gearing, I probably wouldn't get a whole lot more out of this. But it was weird, it didn't feel faster, and to be honest, when I tell you the time, you'll probably think, well, it isn't that much faster, and it isn't. You know, it's hundreds of milliseconds we're talking about here, but you know, it managed to get me around this circuit reasonably well, and it did feel a bit more sluggish, but maybe in it being more sluggish it just helped the corners a little bit better. So after my efforts on this particular lap, I was able to pull in a 1:19.055, which is obviously a good, just over 650ths of a second improvement over my previous lap in that DATSUN 510. So not a massive change, but a change nevertheless. And what that did for me was bring me into the top 155 people in the world on this particular circuit out of 3,106 still. So that was E-Class Rivals. As I said, if you're looking for a good tune for E-Class, you can check out Major Nutter's tune, M-A-J-O-R space N-U-T-A. Was that DATSUN 510, or my tune for that Corvette 1953. Take care, keep watching, remember to rate and subscribe.